everybody, and welcome to another episode of Curse and Muddy Mystery. Tonight we're playing the module Curse of Strahd, but it's changed, transformed. I'll be playing in the system and setting of Frostmark, the RPG, everything created by moi. There's a content warning for tonight of bad language, heavy topics, gothic horror, and perhaps some gore. We shall see. And with me, I have one of our guest players. I got the leader. I have a Megas played by Julie. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Hello. Hammer the Archers, the Warlock played by Cookie. Hello.
Hello, I am hiding in a corner right now.
Yes, you are, I know. Next to the study, our Tiefling Bard, played by Adriano.
Family reunions are so wonderful.
And usually we have Sir Asphodel, Dragonborn Paladin, played by Arrow, but couldn't make it this week, and we're sad, but we shall make do without it. So, what happened last time, gang? Stuff and things, yeah?
You know,
Things
things.
and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I did it last time. I didn't want me to do it again, so.
I nominate Deliria. Or Julie.
Okay. So we went through Ezzy's stuff at the tower, which is not weird at all. Nyx found a lyre and a smutty book. As for the find some werewolf murdering implements, and Illyria checks out the map that Ezzy has been writing comments on. And we kind of figure out that Ezzy has been looking all over for Richten, and maybe even learn some new stuff. Illyria asks the others to have a look and shows them the map. She's also having a little discussion with Nyx if they should tell Ezzy about Richten. And also Asphodel mentions that there was a Copperbeard dwarf to like the northwest of the lake. Meanwhile, Hamartia is waiting outside when Milivoy asks about her because he never heard of her. And they have he's asked what happened to Kelvin, and worries about what he did to the bones, and talked about just wanting to help his brothers. And Hamartia promises to help look for them and tries to calm him down, and says that everybody makes mistakes. Meanwhile, Nyx reads Ezzy's diary of werewolf killing, and opens a chest. He does read some of the books that are also all about werewolf, monster, and vampire killing. And Illyria finds another chest within the chest, which is not trapped, but could be, and finds the severed head of an adult Vistani that Nyx sort of recognizes in a I might have seen that person once or twice when I was young kind of way. And we just put it back because that's kind of weird. And Asphodel and Nyx kind of like figure out stuff about the local area with the help of Ezzy's notes. And as we're about to head down, listening to elevator music, Ezzy comes running out of the woods, followed by a bunch of werewolves and, well, wolf-like creatures who seem to be pretty angry with her. Hamartia casts Spike Growth, and we're just there shouting at each other for a while. And there is the possibility of an offer being made to find the old leader. And then getting Esmeralda's life in exchange for it. But Asphoda is like, no, you're children kidnapping monsters. I'm gonna turn you into nice fur coats. And tells them they are weak and walks through the spikes. And then they fuck off. And this is when
the bartering didn't really work out, given a conflict of interest.
Yeah, like it didn't really work, so they left, and Hamartia sent Soul to track them if possible. And afterwards, Nyx has a chat with Esmeralda about what happened to Von Richten, which she obviously doesn't take too well, learning about what happened to the Vistani. And that she tried to convince him that that wasn't this case, whereas Illyria is trying to hide away from her problems and went after Hamartia, who obviously struggles with meeting Ezzy.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Julie, do you want to reset your microphone? Just the cord, like in and out, just to see if that helps with the crackling?
Oh wait, does it crackle?
Just a tiny amount. It's,
That's not supposed to be the case.
That never happened.
Good intro.
It goes. I'm just gonna mute myself, but I'm here.
Yeah, I know.
Stefan's an optimistic sort.
I know. Let's go back to where we were.
Glass half full kind of guy.
Okay, perfect. Alright, so. Can you hear a heart breaking? How warm tendrils that once wrapped around a constant in their mind held it aloft within its core with reverence, being violently snapped as their denial can shield them no longer from the truth. Maybe you can hear it being echoed in soft sobs or raw screams of invisible pain. But Esmeralda is quiet. Can you see a heart breaking? Maybe you can observe it in the tear marks on a face, the convulsions of a body that is made sick with reality, or in the furious destruction of their immediate environment, letting anger protect them until they run out of energy. But Esmeralda is still and tearless. Maybe you can feel a heart breaking, even if it is not yours. When Nyx watches Essie, it suddenly feels like a gut punch that then remains there, twisting all the innards wrong. And that is just the pain from watching something unseen and unheard happen. You want to look away, to shield yourself from dipping your toes further into that black abyss. Yet when you do, when your mind is allowed to drift to other topics, it is still there. a black dot, constant in your subconscious, making you uneasy, unmoored, dreary, even if you momentarily forgotten why.
And you started playing last year.
Asphoda's grin falters. That was not what she expected to see, nor did she like it.
I do not.
Milavoy dropped his gaze to his lap, feeling some of the residue of Esmeralda's heart as it crashed.
Oh, okay.
Fortunately for Illyria and Hamartia, however, you weren't there when it happened. So for now, you're protected from the fallout. But Hamartia is grappling with her own heart, and Illyria felt compelled to pursue its wounded and bleeding path. So, Hamartia, Illyria, how goes your conversation?
Hello, what are you doing here?
I don't
It
know
should be
what he said.
anywhere else.
He said something in English.
What do you mean? I mean, you seemed like you could maybe use some company. I was worried about you.
There's no need to be worried about me as long as I don't get into a confrontation with this Esmeralda. You know, uh, I'm just going to be fine and dandy. And she pushes like the horn down her head as she transforms back into her normal form. I
You
just
definitely
need
look fine.
to not have any sort of interaction with her whatsoever, and everything will be fine and dandy.
Do you think that's going to work? We don't know how long we'll be around or if she's coming with us.
Well, I can be quiet, stealthy when I want to, and I don't think there is a necessity of me being exactly where you are. I can get like 20 meters away, 30 meters away, eyesight away, you know, and still be there once they need me, but not there to face her, if that makes sense.
It does make a lot of sense, actually.
Good. You see,
I don't really want to face her either.
wait, what did you do
Told you, haven't I?
with... Wait, with Van Richten, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, she's his pupil too? Oh, I didn't get that when I transformed into her.
She has been looking all over for him.
Yeah, but Van Richten was a bad man and he needed to pay for what he did. So you're kind of justified.
Still, I sold out one of the best monster hunters in the Protectorate to Strahd.
You ensured the demise of a monster. That's what you did. She may have feelings for him, so admiration or longing for his respect. But in the end, he slaughtered her people.
That he did.
He was never what she thought he was.
He was a monster hunter. It's just that his idea of monsters was everybody associated to.
Odd.
But
What?
still,
What is your idea of a monster, Illyria? Is it
No.
some supernatural primal creature out for blood? Is
No.
it? What is it then? What is a monster?
I think there's many types of monsters.
Do all of them need to die? Is someone who is resorting to unethical measures in order to preserve what he has left or to seek a greater cause. Is he a monster? If he makes the world better by stomping on the dreams and wishes of everything around it, killing, slaughtering whoever is in its path, but making the world better. Are they monsters?
Doubt that would make the world better. Then again, Amartya, you know I'm a protectorate soldier, right?
I knew you were associated with the Protectorate as some sort of nobility, but I never asked for your exact position there. I knew you were a soldier in some capacity, but not really the specifics. It's not like the Protectorate has any power or influence here, anyway.
Yes, but you know what the protectorate is and what they stand for, right?
I know it's some sort of governing body that is outside of this sphere, but nothing much more than that.
You know that most of the archipelago was ruled over by vampires, right?
Yes. And when the Protectorate came and kicked them out, but obviously, I'm not really good with history.
Well, I mean, this place is its own thing entirely. It's almost as if I wouldn't say time stood still here, but I mean, it's been basically separated from the rest of the world ever since the Tsarevich Empire just disappeared. Well, I mean, now we know where the Tsarevich disappeared too, but
So what is your duty as a soldier of the Protectorate? Is your duty killing vampires, or is your duty protecting people?
I like to think it's protecting people.
Then you did your job when you sealed Van Richten's fate.
It doesn't sit right with me, you know. Even the abbot constantly talked about how powerful souls can be and their influence, but
Why doesn't it well with you? You saved lives. You
no, it
brought
just doesn't sit
justice.
well with me to think that all Vistani are evil just because they are stuck here and favored by Strahd.
No. So
I
what are you
don't
conflicted
think
about? I am trying to understand you, Leah, but
he was still a renowned monster hunter.
So,
What if he could have stood up to him?
you see, the point is that even if he did stand up to him, that's not the end goal. Killing Strad is not the end goal. The end goal is making Barovia a better place.
You know what?
Do you think Van Richten would make Barovia a better place by switching a genocidal tyrant with another one?
Well, I mean, hopefully people would be able to leave, but I don't know.
Set all people out to Strad who will be burnt at the stake.
You know what Rickton asked of me?
No? What did he ask?
I had to promise, I had to swear with blood that I would find his son, and if his son was a monster, put him out of his misery.
Wait. That green guy back at the ball.
That was his son.
Oh no. Oh, that's why you two are so distraught. Fred and I saw it, but we just didn't really get it? Ooh, nosy. Well, that's quite a conundrum.
I mean, I said I would get to decide if he is a monster or not, but you have seen what they do at the castle.
Yes. Question is, can one of them be turned? Can they be possibly shown a different path? Or are they all monsters to be put to the torch and to the sword?
I don't think I'm the right person to ask this.
I'm not asking you anything.
Well, I mean,
I will
everything in the Protectorate is about standing up against the vampires.
Well, I think we both understand by this point that cold ideals don't really reflect on reality. And I didn't ask you this, Leah, but something you need to ask yourself.
I'm also just thinking, like, I mean, Tatiana was a vampire, right?
Yes.
Now, she wasn't always one, but I mean, I do seem to carry her soul now.
I don't think being a vampire matters so much as people make it out to be.
Well, you need to drink others' blood.
You don't have to kill them though.
And it seems that being basically unable to die makes them feel superior.
I saw something else from these vampires when we were there. I saw a bunch of spoiled brats but never grow up.
Spoiled brats who see us lesser mortals as their playthings.
But that's good. If they underestimate you, you can work it for your advantage.
You could feel it that they were judging me because, well, how was I supposed to compare to Tatiana if I didn't have centuries? Not that I ever would want that, but I'm just, I don't know.
It's bothering you from just saying all of them need to die. Draw your sword and just go slaughter them if you had the power. What seed of doubt is there in your head? And I'm not saying it as some sort of judgment or bullshit. I'm just asking you so you might understand.
What did Erasmus do to deserve this?
Nothing yet that we know of. So, do you judge them by what they are or what they did? Or didn't you?
You know,
Is Erasmus guilty of whatever is happening in Barovia right now because of his complicity with Strahd's reign of terror?
I mean, what is Erasmus supposed to do?
I don't know. What is he supposed to do?
I mean, I do think I mean, I don't think you're a monster, so
Oh, but I am. Not because of my form or my heritage, but I have blood on my hands that will never be cleaned.
Martia, all of us do.
You didn't kill innocents. You never were complicit in the slaughter of innocents.
You didn't really have a choice. You didn't know you could have a choice.
Maybe. But even if I am a monster or not, the difference between me and someone like Erasmus or the abbot is that right now I am pointed in the right direction, so at least some monsters at least can do some good if you point them at the right people to kill. Destruction isn't necessarily something so bad, which means you clean the area for something else to be built upon. And you will need to build upon the ruins of whatever is left after Strahd dies.
I really don't think that will fall on us.
Oh, but it will. Because if not you, who else? Who are they going to give it to some Bergen master, some incompetent idiot who can't manage to provide living for his own people? Are you going to give it to someone who was complicit in these horrors that happened every day here? Who are you going to give it to? If you are willing to kill Strahd, then you must understand that you also must be willing to build Barovia anew.
I think there's far more qualified people to do that.
It's your job to find them and put them in the right place. It's our job to do so. And I will help you with that. If I can. But you must understand that what Van Richten wanted was just fire and blood and nothing else. He was dangerous to Barovia as much as Strahd was. And he needed to go down. You have to be more. You have to be better.
I think Illyria's a little bit speechless right now.
Yes. Come here. She is going to take your hand and use Druidcraft to conjure a little flower from it. I know it's a lot to ask, but I wouldn't ask it if I didn't believe from the bottom of my heart that you are capable of such things. You have some of the best people supporting you, pillars that you can rely on, whether it's Nyx who will always be there for you, or Asphodel who's just genuinely the best person I ever had the pleasure to meet.
Or you.
You and me, yes. You have us. And while it's your burden to bear if you choose to go against Strahd, you don't bear it alone. You have
It's
us.
not my choice, it is ours.
Yes, it is our choice. So we do this together. All the way through. Right? We don't just kill and leave.
We're gonna make Barovia a better place together.
That would be lovely. But there is lots of blood we need to spill before we get there. A lot. So let's start with some few wolves or grapes of wine or whatever it is we plan to do next. Or my
Wow.
sisters, I wouldn't show any. I mean, if we can get my sister, that would be great. I would love that.
I'm
Yes.
sure we will get your sisters eventually.
Oh,
The ravens are looking for them.
you might want to check on Nyx. It's been surprisingly silent there. Can't hear them anymore.
But
I'm good, okay? And I just don't want to confront Esmeralda because she is scaring me out of my pants right now. But I'm good.
I mean, neither do I.
You did a good thing. You did. Hey, come here. You did a good thing. Van Richten needed to go down. And he did. And that's good.
He was willing to let the entirety of Valaki suffer just
It's-
because he wanted to get rid of this evil.
See? So she might be a bit PC, but you did the right thing, and you know it. You know what was the right thing to do. So you don't need to fear it.
I'll go check on Nyx. Just make sure at least we are able to find you.
Ah, yes, I'm just going to be here. So if you see Esmeralda, check the nearest break of line of sight, and I'll probably be there.
Alright.
So- Alright then.
Don't stay too far behind and get yourself in trouble, or I'll be very upset.
Of course, my friend. Bye.
Bye.
Maria just kind of smiles and walks to Nyx.
Alright, you round the corner and you see a pretty hurting Nyx looking towards something beyond your sightline, and a heavy set kind of brow on Aspida, and Milavoy just looking down into his lap. And Aspida looks up at you and says, I think I am going to leave this with you. Come, Milavoy. I think it's time that we put you somewhere safe and warm. Do you like elevator music?
What's elevator music?
Don't you mind? And Aspida kind of herds Milavoy into the tower, and he's not sure if he wants that or not, but he also doesn't really want to be right here, right now. So he follows Aspida in, and they take the elevator up. And then it's just you, Illyria, staring at Nyx, who stares off to somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Weird domino.
Lyria's gonna get closer and just sit down like somewhere close. And it's like, so how did it go?
Nyx continues to look off towards where Esmeralda sits. It's still going. There's only so much heartbreak a person can take before they collapse into themselves. She thought that Richten could be shown the Vestani hunt monsters. Nobody likes to be told they failed. I'm giving her a little space.
Maybe the right thing to do now.
A reprieve, so to speak, before more trauma from my lips. Izzy was always, is always someone that wears her heart on her sleeve. A true Vestani. Not someone like me. A Vestani through and through. Seeing those Vestani and Valaki decimated didn't really pierce my heart as one would assume just because I've grown up with them, but after knowing the abbot being my father and still not quite sure who my mother was, and always being left on the outside with the other Vestani within Tabul, Seeing them lying there in pools of their own blood, or on the pyres before we burned them, kind of felt like I was one step removed. And this would not be the case for Ezzy. Especially when she knew how he felt about them. And how her failure, perhaps to her, is the reason why they're all dead. How do you tell someone you killed your own people? How do you reassure them that everything is going to be okay?
It's not her fault. She'll need time to see that. I don't think Rickton would have been ever willing to change his mind. Considering that his last request was for me to kill his son should he become a monster.
And that's the thing with Izzy. She's always so hopeful that she can actually do something. And seeing her like this, broken, it's not like her. But you're right. It's not her fault. Despite what she might think of herself, everyone blames themselves the hardest. It's not easy hearing that it's not your fault. Especially when inside you feel like you blame yourself.
Yeah.
I think we're going to need a little bit of time here. I'm not quite all the way through with everything I have to say with Ezzy, but at this point it would be falling on deaf ears, so I was wondering, Illyria, actually, no, I have something here. I was going to suggest some tea, but then it's fucking Ezzy. What's she going to do with tea? And Nyx will like open the bag and pull out one of those like ancient whiskey from the Fedotov manor.
Hell yeah. Uh-huh.
And after, like, I can see, like, you know, when you're looking out of the window when there's a storm out and like you're waiting for some sort of break in the rain, like a lessening of the torrent. He will like wait for the sniveling or to, well, she's not crying, but the tension to end, I suppose, and he'll give a side look to Illyria and say, not sure you can do much here. We'll be up soon. We're not really going to go anywhere for a while, so maybe make yourself comfortable a bit. Oh, Illyria left.
No.
Oh no, sorry.
As in
Oh.
somewhere else, or?
I mean, you're welcome to stay out here, but I don't know how long this is going to take. I'm gonna give her something to drink, but I don't know exactly how big of a swig she'll take. Anyway, wish me
Maybe I
luck.
can get her Marty out of the cold.
Maybe play with the armor, take a mind of things. And next
You
steps.
might not see much
go ahead.
of Martia in a little bit.
Why? She sick?
Oh, she doesn't feel too comfortable being here is all.
Around the tower or the water?
Yeah.
Well, as long as she doesn't run off.
She won't. I'll make sure of that.
Okay.
We'll leave you to it then.
Ik weet niet of zo wat dan.
Nix gives a nod and fishes the whiskey out and walks over to Esmeralda.
Okay. And Illyria, do you go up? Or do you find Hamartia?
Illyria's gonna go find Hamartia and just be like, do you want to head up into the tower or do you want to hide behind it for the rest of our stay?
See Amatia building a little shelter with sticks and like makeshift leaves.
What?
I
Okay.
think I'll go with the tower. As long as it's not as
Wait, what?
What did you say?
Wow!
Yeah.
Take their update on
What did you say, Cookie?
Who said what?
What did you say
did
just
you
then?
just
It-
say?
It broke up.
Ah,
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I say I think I'll go with the tower. As long as Esmeralda is not there.
Not right now, so...
Okay, do you have a cloak or something? I mean your cloak.
Oh, alright.
Uh,
I mean, Illyria does have, like, those big generals.
She's just gonna like huddle in your cloak.
Oh, the Jedi cloak.
You do the whole
And she's
sort
like,
of like.
oh,
Halloween
I'm not
pose.
there.
If I can't see, you can see me.
Yes. But how
Ik
it's
had
fun.
Flawless.
I guess I try to smuggle Hamartia to the tower.
LOL! Oh god, you just kind of hold on to Hamartia's like short form as she can't see anything, and you like help her towards the tower. Oh god, and then the door is closed, so you will have to do the silly dance. Dance in real life. Do it. Do it now. No, you don't have to. But you do
I mean-
as the stick figures tell you to do.
Yeah.
And the door opens. And then
I've
you
actually like tried to do it IRL before because I was offered inspiration, but my anxiety didn't let me.
Oh. And you ask pretty please to the columns inside. Just cues the elevator music and you go up. Alright. Then out there by the stone and the lake in Esmeralda, she's still just sitting there. Hugging her knees and just looking out onto the dark waters of the lake. You can see that she notices your presence by the way she just slightly shifts her head, but she doesn't acknowledge your presence.
I'll recognize that and I'll just like silently sit down next to her with the bottle of whiskey in my hand and no, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna look at her. I'll look the way that she's looking and uncork the whiskey and take a smell.
I mean, the air, like the smell that assaults your nose is complex, is rich, is like dark sugar, wood, autumn leaves. Yeah. It's very nice. It's like dark and rich.
Yeah, at the GG.
I nod as I pull away the bottle, and I just like hold it in my hand, like because I'm sitting next to her, so like holding it out. I haven't sipped it yet.
She glances
Yeah.
to the bottle. And then
Very rare thing to find such a remarkable ancient bottle of liquor. I haven't
We can mix it.
gotten drunk for so long.
We can mix it over.
Last time I did, I was forced to have dinner at Castle Ravenloft.
Så BKB from the hunt.
How I felt whilst I drank his wine. I was torn apart. I had lost someone too. And all I wanted was to just burn a flame and collapse into soot. But all I had was alcohol, so I did that instead. I chose that night. I begged Straz to remove my memories of those that I had lost. Of Madame Eva. Of Elenka. Of Irina. And it wasn't until recently that I regained those memories back. An assault on my emotions, and my heart weeps for them. But in the Vistani way, I have not drunk to their memory yet. I don't know if Enrikten is truly dead. But will you join me in a drink to their memories?
she looks at the bottle, looks up at your face.
That is the plan.
There's
Okay. And I have no money now.
frighteningly
Oh my god.
little
man. He counters the
emotion
shit out of me.
there.
And he tips me. Alton, you have no ult. You have no ult.
She
Why are you blinking in? I thought
slightly tips her head to the side,
What the fuck?
and then attempts to speak. But she has to wet her mouth first. For them,
Alton,
a share or two will do.
Who's aiming you?
And she looks out onto the ocean again, knowing that you will pour. Or pass.
I pass.
Like,
Checks the bottle, takes a very small swig. She doesn't really pause to taste it, and then just hands it back to you.
I take a sip too.
Yeah, it tastes like it smells. Rich, complex.
Yeah.
The age has made it a little bit more acid forward.
Yeah.
And so it becomes a very interesting combination with the natural kind of smokiness and bitterness of the grain.
I take another hearty sip. And as I swallow, I'll say, those we loved are never lost, no matter how far they are removed, whether they be in the ground or far to another land. We hold them in our hearts, and that's where they live forever.
Yum. Yeah.
I miss you, Kelvin. I miss you, Irina.
Yeah, that's basically like everything.
I miss you, Alenka. I miss you,
Yeah, Las Vegas.
mother.
Yeah. Samt það lélegt pikk.
I take another sip.
Dark Willow getur líka drifið ekki hans rosalega hratt.
Harboring them in my heart
Mhm.
is a nice sentiment. But it doesn't change the fact
Allir eru ekki í hans.
of how lonely I feel right now.
Yeah.
And she takes the bottle from you and then says
Yeah.
Rudolph and takes a bigger swig.
Home.
Finally she starts to sob and cry. The dam,
I put my
a bit broken.
arm around her waist and like pull her into my side as I look out to the water with her.
Oh. Oh my god, I cry, I realize. Oh god. Okay, alright. Okay, let's go for the shortest breaks. Refill some glasses. I'm gonna eat some more food. Haha.
Some chocolate milk.
Yeah, get some chocolate milks. Somebody get an egg, I guess.
I don't have an egg right now.
Substitute egg.
Egg!
Well, I'm having, pancakes. I do actually have some egg, I guess.
You don't need a dog.
Mhm.
And let's come back and ready for maybe an hour more of RP. Yay!
Okie dokie.
Alright, okay.
Adrian, is there any chance of our characters meeting this session?
Probably not.
Meeting who?
Like, like meeting you.
Who? Sorry,
What?
I don't know who you're talking about.
No, like, is there a chance of Hamatia talking to next this session or?
Talking to
Yeah.
Nyx? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. I mean, Essie's
You
gonna
don't
fall
have to, like-
asleep at some point.
Yeah, as long as you just need to like get out of his northern line of sight, and then I'll meet you.
Well, I mean, it's like it is.
Yeah, I know.
We need to like finish this up, but yeah, Nyx can't just like sit around forever. Like, we need to talk about.
His butt
what's
get
the next
cold,
step?
yo.
Yep. So yeah, Nyx will be up. Probably leaving the whiskey bottle. I don't know. Leaving the whiskey bottle with us is probably a bad idea. So.
What do you mean? Just leaving so much booze with somebody that is completely heartbroken.
Yeah, just like goes
you
out
get,
and just
like,
and,
free
like,
With a
points off.
history of prolific drinking.
Can you take like 3 points of liver damage? Is that how it works?
I might
Persistent
have to
injury.
use-
Mm-hmm. Okay, how much time do we have, Bexxy?
But Judy, what did you say?
Oh, I need to finish some homework.
Oh, okay. Well, I was thinking we come back from the break and get to the discussion of the party is all together of where we're going and why.
Yeah.
And when we
Okay.
finish with that, then we're going to end the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Go,
I'm
get your
just gonna use
stuff.
the break
Yes.
because my dumbass forgot that the deadline is tonight.
Woo! Okay, yeah. Then we're gonna get to business, alright? Let's get down to business to defeat the homework.
No, it's fine. I just needed to. It's like we got this thing where it's like you learn like the basics of Word and stuff, and I literally had to do like 2 more things
Basics
before I
of-
can hand it in.
Microsoft Word?
Yeah,
Wow. Okay, anyway, I need to go. Alright, I'll be right back.
we literally yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah, just gotta hand it in now, and my homework is done.
Cool beans.
It was like a bunch of like small like exercises of sorts. Like the last ones I had to do was literally what's the shortcut to like do like a I don't know what's called in English, but like make like a new page in Word, like
Control
make it
N.
jump to a new page.
Well, Control Shift then, I suppose. Unless you want to like put a like a page break.
Yeah, page break.
Oh, then that's the same as like in Discord. It's Control Enter.
Lol.
Like that's literally it. Like sort out the page breaks in this document and type what the shortcut is.
Well, Control and Enter. That's it.
Yeah.
And sort out the page break, so you can use the paragraph viewer to like see it physically.
That was like the last thing on the thing, and before that it was I mean I don't
What
wanna,
is
I don't want to
different?
shit on this like subject, but yeah, the last one was actually to do like a what's it called?
I don't really care about that unless
Like a footer, to add a footer.
Yeah,
Oh
where you go
god,
into
I
view and
hate
footer.
it.
Yeah, and like the one before
Footers
that
in
was to
Word.
do a
Word.
page break. It's like that's like all that I had to do.
Well, I mean, that's pretty
Okay, I'm
easy.
back. I'm back.
Yeah, I mean it's like a bunch of stuff. Like there's like also it's like a 5-page thing where it's like make a table, change the symbol for a
Wow, what is this stream?
What is the next project?
and I'm just like, oh, okay.
We're here for your Microsoft Office
why am I
troubleshooting.
Um,
No?
I don't know, like
No?
I feel for my one classmate. I feel for my one
Yes,
classmate
yes.
who actually struggles with this, but
Is my mic okay?
yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
oh,
It-
did
it
my
does
mic
cut
fix
out.
itself?
Oh no!
It's
Does
just like
it cut
when
out
you're...
now?
No, it's fine. It's just like when you are not like up on your mic. It
So I need to be up on my mic,
All
huh?
over
get
that
up on,
mic.
get up all on that bitch.
Yep. Wait. Yep.
What?
It's like a song that goes like, yep.
Okay,
Oh.
are you going to stop this break and start role playing? Because damn it, guys, what's happening? I just say stop. Get help.
Also, can we make
Okay, so, Nyx eventually leaves Essie without a drink, I guess. She's probably gonna spend the better part of the evening outside. She doesn't really want to get into a cramped room with a bunch of people.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I'll leave her to like mourn as my ass gets numb, and I say, when you're ready, either shout or I'm going upstairs, and I'll do the whole dance and walk up.
She nods. She's like all out of tears, so she's exhausted, and she kind of droops down again into her old position. And you leave it there. Go up the elevator with its funny music. And you come upon the top floor. What would Asphodite Millavoy be doing? What would they be doing? What would Asphodite...
Fooling around, probably.
Yeah.
You know,
So they're
Testing
teaching him a
out.
valuable life
Massaging.
lesson.
Bert, maybe?
playing with Bert.
Hmm.
Maybe there'd be like to be interested in the head. I don't know.
No, I think she and Millavoy would be looking over the stove because as what I go into Mama Bird right now,
Yeah, maybe like
feed some warm food maybe by having Millavoy cook because she doesn't know how to, but she will force Millavoy to do it.
at least starting a fire, like to warm the place.
Yeah.
Amatia will find a good hiding place from Esmeralda.
She's not coming out.
She doesn't know that.
Oh, I guess. Okay.
I mean, there's not actually that much hiding potential in here. Unless you just want to go into the corner and just have your cloak and like pretend that you're just part of the furniture.
He's gonna do exactly that.
Like hide behind the curtains.
She isn't going to like put her overly big, like her oversized cloak on top of her and pretend to be like a mannequin.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 for each. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Elia, I think you're just making yourself comfortable joining Millavoy and Asphodite and like getting that stove fire going. It's like an iron stove with like a kind of big belly where you get a fire going.
Maybe like if I can find a blanket or something to toss to Mardia and be like, there so you can hide better.
Thank you. She like scuttles around with it.
True. And eventually Nyx comes up very slowly, like being lifted from you see his horns and his purple pompadour first, and then the rest.
Do we hear like jazz music fading in?
Okay. Unofficially, yes. Officially, no.
Okay.
And Nyx joins you on the top floor.
She's going to be down there a little bit longer. It was getting cold. But, she needs a little bit of time to come to terms with the fact that she's now alone, at least from a Scrobo perspective here.
I'm gonna wait with speaking to her until tomorrow, maybe.
Maybe that's for the best.
But I feel like I should at least. I mean, I can't avoid her forever.
Yes, you can. Be like me.
Do you just hear that from like a pile of like cloak and blank?
No, you
What?
don't hear it from anywhere. It's this disembodied voice. Who knows where they are?
I
No.
will like cast True Sight. No.
Where is she?
I'll like look around like, where is Amatia?
I am everywhere and nowhere.
I looked for Amatia.
I haven't. Okay, so it's stealth against perception then?
Or investigation, I think.
Yeah. Is it stealth cunning or stealth dexterity?
Cunning, I guess, because you're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
applying
Uh,
what you know.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
so
give
it's
you triple disadvantage.
Why?
Can you do that? I mean, I guess you can do that because it's your.
Yeah.
Wait, are you giving me triple disadvantage or him triple disadvantage?
You're just a cloak hiding somewhere in this very small room, and we can
Yeah,
hear
but then
your
it's-
voice coming from a specific direction.
So that's
Okay, 24.
Mhm.
What is a triple disadvantage?
As in like the third worst one.
Yeah.
Oh no. Soul check. Why did I soul check? Give me more.
Go. Two more.
Two more, come on.
Come on. 19? Okay, that's worse.
Oh, wow, that's pretty good. Or one more.
14. Okay, that's chance.
That's surprisingly
have a chance.
well. That's
Yeah,
surprisingly
surprise.
good.
How much?
I mean, that's a natural. You got a +8 to your stealth.
Damn, girl.
Yeah, I'm a sneaky bitch, man.
Look at bitch. Okay. Skill check. Investigation cunning.
This is a perception intelligence.
No.
Cunning is like a investigation is like a longer kind of check. The perception
No,
intelligence
okay,
is faster.
Oh my god.
I mean, it took you a minute. It took you an embarrassing minute, but eventually, I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Aha.
Are you trying to hide from me?
No,
Why are you trying to hide at all?
because I don't want Esmeralda to speak to me, or I don't want to talk to Esmeralda, and I don't want her to see me, or acknowledge that I exist for that matter. So, I'm just gonna be here. Ooh.
Why is that?
Yeah. Well, it's for a reason.
Well, it'd be crazy if you're doing this without a reason.
I don't really think you want to know, Nix.
I mean, I'm not going to question you per se. I mean, I honestly don't mind what you're doing, but it just seems odd that you don't want her to see you or know you
Yes.
exist. Have you met before?
No, so I saw her. I know of her. I've been her. But I never met her.
You've been here. You shapeshifted.
Yes.
It's an interesting choice. I mean, purple tieflings are pretty standoutish, as it turns out. Were you visiting other Vistani?
No,
Okay.
I did it on 2 occasions. One of them was running away.
And the other?
The other is that night.
What are you saying?
Don't say anything. That's why I need here.
Why were you here that night?
That was the order I was given. When I decided I can't bear any more orders, I slipped through the barricade through the village as her. And then I switched form with the girl you met in order to avoid my sisters.
It's curious that Esmeralda's form, that of Vistani, was the form in which the Velaki guard would let you in.
No, it was invisible. It was merely a precaution.
Ah. And you... I don't believe this is the right time to address this, Hamatir, not with what else is going on.
Yes, that's why I'm hiding.
But rest assured, this will not be the end of this line of questioning after what you said.
Next, I don't want to hide anything from you. But I don't want to hurt you anymore either, so I would love for this line of questioning to continue so you may have as much information as you need.
Look,
I don't want
you
it
don't
to cost
have
it
to
your
tell me.
sanity.
I can put 2 and 2 together. Not always, but on the whole. I don't need you to explain the detail, Hamatia. I can work this out myself. But I don't see how that has anything to do with Esmeralda, unless you have absolute guilt of using her form for what you did.
What do you think?
She won't know that.
But I know.
Well, that's on you.
Yes, and that's why I would like to avoid any further confrontation with her, because I don't want to see that face.
I see.
But come now, Amartya. The tiefling is clearly in pain, and know not of what you have done with her visage.
Yes, but if she sees me, oh, yes, we have this little child that can switch forms that way and has a big horn from its head. Yeah, she's just a normal gal pal. Well, what are you going to
She
say
has
to her?
not done anything to you yet.
Yeah,
Are you worried that she will?
not really, I mean...
If she'd want to hurt you, she'd have to go through me.
No, I don't care if she hurts me or doesn't hurt me. I mean, even if she hurts me, that's still justified. I get it. But... And I mean, yeah, I mean, my executioner is right here, so it doesn't really matter now, does it? But
If your goal is only to cause hurt to yourself, Hamartia,
Don't want to see her because when I look at her, it might be sound a little bit selfish or whatever. When I look at her, I see myself and I see every mistake I've ever made, and I don't really like that. Does that make sense?
But is it fair to put that on her?
No, I'm not putting anything on her. If anything, I'm trying to alleviate as much for weight as I can from her by her not knowing my existence.
It's likely that she doesn't know. You could just be sitting here and she still.
No, she saw me. She saw me because I was foolish enough to think that these wolf people are actually serious. So I use my magic, and I use my magic. You know, I get my horn out and I get my teeth out, and now she knows. And I don't like people knowing.
Well, Esmeralda is not just any people.
But who is she? Because as far as I can tell, she's some sort of monster hunter that goes around smoking monsters, or at least people that are not like humanoids. Like, it's nobody's business. I don't know her.
And Milivoy here digs.
And listen, all of you, might be really considerate, but if I go anywhere in Vallaki with people knowing what I am, it doesn't matter what I did, what I am, just what I am, I'll get dead. Okay? People in...
I would not let that happen, Hamartia.
It doesn't matter if you let it happen or don't let it happen. It's simply a matter of time.
As is dying, naturally.
Yes. I would like to do some guild before I go.
We have no intention of going back to Vallaki anytime soon.
Yes, and I would like a famed monster huntress or whatever the Seven Hells she is, to not know, but hey, yes, I'm Hamartia, I'm
Look,
hags.
the scroll bows are not like the average monster hunter where they just take any contracts to say, hey, there's a monster in the attic, let's go kill it. They are dedicated towards the ending of Strahd and werewolves. They have books on the around here just purely about hunting that specific thing.
About hags, aren't hags underlings of Strahd, so by definition, we all should die too?
I don't know how you came to that conclusion.
You did.
Because that's the same conclusion they reached into people who are more accepted by society.
I don't think that Esmeralda thinks that way. Everyone is judged by their own merits.
That's really nice to say, if not a bit naive, Nix.
Well, you can't always, judge one person or one group of people by one person.
I'm not judging anyone, I'm just taking precautions because that's what I do. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to just be open about being this? Would you be open about being this in my shoes?
Well, you have no trouble talking about it in front of Milivoy.
Oh, I didn't notice. Oh, no. And she's going to dig herself deeper into the cloak.
Like he's just sitting on a chair there, just looking at all of you. Like, what have I walked into?
Milivoy, listen, I know I may be a bit scary, but I assure you I do not wish to eat you or bake you or anything in that sort of manner. I am a vegetarian.
Then yeah,
Honestly, I would prefer to have you a bit scary. Because that ought to mean that you mean business, right?
She pops her head out of the cloak. Oh, you want me to be scary?
I didn't put it that way.
I mean, I can be scary, but I don't want to spook you.
It was not a request, Amatia.
Yes, I just meant that I don't think that the kindest, most gentlest soul would be able to do what you guys do. No?
I mean, they are the gentlest, most kindest souls, Barovia. I'm just tagging around.
You're part of our group, Hamartia.
Yes, but I'm not gentle, I'm not kind. I'm spooky.
And just because you're spooky, you can't be kind?
Yes, I mean, how can I be kind?
Remember when you tried to talk to the children? I mean, it didn't quite work, but you had good intentions. You wanted to help.
Well, you aren't spooky to me, Hamartia. In fact, I do find you rather cute.
What?
Yes? She goes over and pats you on your head.
It's completely bewildered. I'm cute.
Yes, I think you are.
That's the first time someone called me that.
Take it over here.
Wow, you see her cheeks getting redder and redder. Oh, there's something I must do. Inside escape.
As I said, very cute.
Illyria kind of like pats the pile of cape.
You're here like, ah!
Now, isn't this what a cute person would do? Don't you think so, Illyria?
I think this is adorable.
Makes you wanna go squee.
It's finest.
Okay, fine. Mother comes out of the hiding place. Okay. We're all here. I'm cute. Are we happy?
Very.
Wait, why'd you take it over here?
Mm.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm done. I'm sorry. And then.
So,
into the long
change of subject.
Can we,
What are we exactly planning to do?
can we combine these two lines and just stop this from being double stacked?
Well, we still have to deal with this situation with the werewolves for the people of Kresk.
No.
Things are a little bit more complicated now that Leslie is here and has clearly been meddling in the survivability of these werewolves.
It's a nice way of putting it, of slaughtering them by the dozens. Well, yeah, I thought that.
Well, I mean, they are kidnapping children.
And turning them into their kind.
And they have Felix and Jessica.
We need to do something, or at least try.
Okay, and then.
Are we 100% certain that they have these children? I mean, these specific children.
We can't
Else
be
would
sure
they be?
about the fate of these specific children. We
True,
Hope.
but when I visited the fishing village where I left them at with Gilly and Lottie, They informed me that a pack of wolves and some humanoids being led by somebody named Kirill came and raided them for food and children. And of those who were taken were Felix and Jessica, which made Gilly and Lottie leave the village behind.
Well, that kind of, tells us exactly that they are there. As for that, we haven't even gotten to tell you exactly what we've been through over the past week and what we have learned over time and where we are collectively in the situation. And trust me, I want to get around to that and
Me too.
bring you up to speed. But
There are lives at stake currently.
Yes.
And we want to do this, right, guys? We want to, rescue anyone that we can, and if we help you as Vidar as well as Kresk, then we are doing two things at once. But our paths do lead to these werewolves, but I noticed something.
Oh, what is it?
A hesitancy. A limbo. I saw Rasvidar challenging these werewolves as we should be doing. Facing them down. After what they do, kidnapping children, forcing lycanthropy on them. All for the benefit of raising an army for Strahd? Maybe, as they are now aligned.
Just you're right.
We can't do anything with our hands tied. Tiptoeing around what we should and shouldn't do, and
I think we've been tiptoeing around Strahd long enough.
So that's it then? This is war?
it always has been.
If we can avoid an all-out war for just a bit longer, we should try, but we need to do something.
You understand
yes.
what all of this means, no? You gotta be ready. Hamartia, we cannot have then any fear coming from you. You need to be confident in who you are. Lyria, we would need you to be decisive. And
As for that,
do not doubt. And Nyx, we cannot have your mood swings on us. If we do this, if we decide to start this war, then we all need to shape up.
Yeah.
Yes?
Matia takes a few steps and beckons us for them. And she reveals her full form and says, "As for them,
So wait, what were you spelling?
you have my word that I would live and die helping you take down Strahd. And that's an oath I'm taking right now." And she will pull out her knife and just slash the palm of her hand and present it to Asphoda.
All right then. I will hold you to your word. She takes out her halberd, slashes her hand. For the people. Well, she knows how to handle it, and she says as she looks at Illyria and Mix. For the people we protect.
For making up for mistakes of the past.
1,000 of them.
She turns to Illyria.
Um,
You want to slash your own hand? What are your...
No, not particularly.
Okay.
I will slash my own hand.
That's
Take a
sad.
group activity.
Yeah.
These are gold. As he gestures to his hand.
I mean,
I mean, you can swirl like a.
Illyria does slash her hand, stands up, and says, "For the people of Barovia."
to be made.
Then let's go and hunt some dogs. And with this, we're going to end tonight's episode of Kiss of the Wizardry. Woo!
Hunting season's open.
Let the
Hunting
hunt
season!
begin.
Hunting season!